Welcome to the C-Suite Minimalists. Whether you are a manager or an entrepreneur, it's your place for practical insights on how to do better with less. And now this is your host, Victoria.
Thank you, Darren. Hello, C-Suiters. Great to have you here for episode 2 of the C-Suite Minimalists podcast. In today's episode, we are going to learn how to do better with less by exploring a 70-year-old management idea. It is making a huge comeback nowadays. I'm talking about a visual management tool called the Kanban Wall. We're going to see what Kanban Wall is, how easy it is to set it up, and what are the benefits. First, let me ask Darren, my artificial intelligence co-host. What do you know about Kanban, Darren?
The word Kanban is from Japan. Kanban means signpost or billboard. Yellow post-it notes on the Kanban wall show what is planned, what is in progress and what is done or completed. The visual representation of plans and implementation is achieved by moving the post-its from the to-do area to the completed one. The wall is visible by everyone in the office at all times.
What do you think about that, C-Suiters? At first sight, maintaining a big wall, 2 to 3 meters wide and 1 to 2 meters high, filled with post-it notes, seems counterintuitive to a minimalism-driven office. Moreover, we live in a digital era, right? Well, not necessarily. The Kanban Wall, a visual management system dating back from 1950s Toyota manufacturing floor, is making a comeback with the rise of agile methodology, design thinking, Scrum, among others. In a 2015 article, Harvard Business Review makes an analogy of the Kanban wall with the local fitness. The walls in the fitness are covered in mirrors. In fitness, every single moment you see what you are doing and what is your progress. The mirrors on the wall are the instant feedback to you. Now, feedback, or rather lack thereof, is the most common complaint from employees in employee surveys. People really want to know whether they are doing a job well or not. And while in fitness you get constant feedback, in an office it is hardly possible to understand what one employee is working on. Is he or she progressing? Is there something that they need help with? Most of the time in an office you just see people staring at screens. This is why having a Kanban wall in the office is like having the mirrors in the fitness.
Victoria, let me recap what we know on how to use the Kanban wall. You divide the wall in 3 columns or sections. To do or planned section, doing or in progress section, and section for done. People plan tasks with post-it notes in the first section. When work for a task is started, it should be moved in the middle section to show the work is in progress. When the task is done, it is moved to the last column, done. Everyone in the office can see who is doing what.
Great recap, Darren. And here are some 5 cool benefits of visual management with Kanban Wall. First, accountability and teamwork. The manager, as well as all the colleagues in the team, can see what you work on and how are you progressing, and they can help you in case needed. In this respect, Kanban can be a tool of redistributing resources to where they are needed most. It can be self-organized redistribution too. For instance, a colleague might say,
I don't have much to do this week. I see John Smith is working on an exciting project. Why don't I help him and learn something new while doing it?
Second benefit is clarity on agreed goals and objectives. The tasks are there in the open, on the post-it notes. They clearly show who does what and what the interdependencies are. Not being clear on short-term or long-term goals is a common complaint in employee surveys. The Kanban wall offers a solution to that because everybody sees what has to be done. Third benefit, productivity. Some research points to a triple increase in productivity using this system. I would not take this at face value, but it certainly gives a boost. Fourth, trust and integrity. With Kanban Wall, everything is in the open, on the wall. Anyone can come and mess up with it. Trust is needed at all times between team members. And finally, fifth benefit is sense of urgency. You see what you work on and you know when the deadline is approaching. You see it always and you're reminded of it every time you pass by the wall.
That is all very well, Victoria. But do you think everyone in a team will want to use such a wall? What if some people do not like it? Or do not update their tasks on time?
Good questions, Darren, good questions. Here are some 5 challenges of the Kanban wall. First of all, discipline and commitment. The success of the Kanban wall is in the commitment of the team members that work with it. If they are not willing to contribute to the planning, it becomes difficult to keep track and cross-reference. It is best if it becomes a habit. A new task is put on the post-it the minute it comes up and is moved to done the minute it is completed. Second challenge. You can expect some free riders' resistance. This challenge is related to trust and integrity in the team. The wall can immediately make visible for everyone if the contribution of a team member is not relevant to the efforts and the results. Third, aesthetics play a role. You know that in taste and color there are no friends. The team members will have different ideas about the aesthetics of the wall. Some might need colorful post-its and pens. Others will prefer simplicity. It is okay to let the team members fill in their part of the wall the way they like it, as long as the general flow of information is kept the same for everyone. Planned, in progress, done. It is a known fact that creativity boosts employee engagement, so let people be creative. Fourth challenge. Location, location, location. You know that out of sight means out of mind. This is the warning that every Kanban wall should come with. Best to be visible and easily accessible by everyone in the office. Fifth, tool of monitoring and control. The words monitoring and control bring negative emotions, especially for self-organizing knowledge workers. And some might consider the Kanban wall an old-fashioned tool of control. Frankly, it is, but with a different purpose. It is a transparent tool of control, but not for the manager, rather for the whole team. And like every management tool, the Kanban wall is not a panacea. Implementation is key to reaping the benefits. And yes, it can be also digitalized. Imagine a huge touchscreen wall allowing you to generate virtual yellow post-its, which can be moved around the wall with the tip of a finger. One step at a time though. Try it offline before investing in the digital. That was all for episode 2 for the C-Suite Minimalist podcast. In today's episode, we explored the Kanban wall, a 70-year-old management idea which is making a huge comeback nowadays. Write us a review, comment, share, or subscribe to this podcast. Whether you're a manager or an entrepreneur, I hope we managed to make you one step closer to your goal to do better with less. Until next week, C-Suiters.
You were listening to the C-Suite Minimalists. Whether you are a manager or an entrepreneur, it's your place for practical insights on how to do better with less. Visit our website www.thecsuiteminimalists.com.